Hearing you cannot it's not possible to be brave and not be able to hold space for truth. Doesn't matter what kind of truth. Doesn't matter whether it's your truth, it's other people's truth, it's just truth in general. But being brave requires that we are sensitive enough and have enough compassion to hold space for our own truth and the truth itself, like reality as it is. We are more open towards life as it is. So you cannot be brave and at the same time want to suppress what you are feeling. There is bravery comes from openness to hold space for what is as it is. The more you are able to hold space for your own feelings, for your own emotions, thoughts, and narrative stories that your mindset have created, whether they are based in being guilty and shameful and insecure and being a people pleaser, whatever kind of narratives you have. Bravery comes when we are open to listen to all these sides, to all these stories that we tell our minds, to all these mindset concepts, this belief system that we have. Bravery comes from there because it takes bravery to hold space for, to see things that you don't like about self, to hold space and listen to emotions that makes you feel want to cringe or run away. It takes bravery to do that. It takes bravery for you to hold space, to be around in an environment with certain individuals that triggers you, but you do it out of being in that energy of self-compassion and also understanding the laws and principles that are active in all of us. It takes bravery. So there's no way you can be brave and run away from truth and shy away from truth. They work hand in hand. Bravery and and just being open, and being here, they go hand to hand. Can't be brave and just lack the sense of being receptive to what is as it is. And we tend to mention what is as it is because what is as it is, it means you are coming from a place of non-judgmental, of non-critical, or neutral state of mind, that is open and receptive to what is currently happening now from within you. So if your thoughts are running wild, that's the state you're in. There's no need to try to put water on the thoughts just because they're running wild. You invite yourself to be with your thoughts that are running wild. That takes bravery. And bravery comes as a result of having a lot of self-compassion. And this is what trains us to have compassion, not just only for ourselves and for strangers, for family members, for people that we work with, for friends and loved ones and all that stuff. We can extend that compassion, but it all begins with us. And in order for us to be in that place of having compassion and being brave, we've got to start somewhere. We got to at least to be able and willing enough to listen to our own sense of self. What is going on inside us? What is the narrative stories we are listening to, and why? And be curious to ask. To investigate why I tend to listen to these stories every time I'm faced with this certain individual or certain situation. Why I tend to is it a default? Is it something that I really, is it my truth? Is it the only truth that I have? Ask yourself, why do I have to reason this way? It's no longer like question it's bad or good. It's not about judging, but you want to know, the root cause of you to create these sort of narratives. In narratives, you can have narratives that are entertaining, that give you a great sensation as a person. You can have narratives that are unpleasant, that actually irritates the hell out of you, and hence we tend sometimes you want to suppress the emotions because the voices inside, they're creating stories that maybe we don't really have the power to hold space for them. Hence we tend to suppress many of our emotions. So it does take bravery to be vulnerable and to hold space for everything that you are feeling, because this thing, in the end, your world is you, your world is your mind, your world is your those narrative stories. In the end, it is those narrative stories that influencing your own actions, your behavior, your conclusions. Do you understand? So if we are not paying attention to the narratives that are talking here in our head, then whatever we experience in the world, it is the result of the stories we are listening to, we are choosing to listen to in our heads. So hence we are more into being mindful of what we are feeling, and the thought process that we're having, and the narrative stories that we have created. Some of the narrative stories we have created from a place of being unconscious of who we are and what intentions we are living for, what we really want in life, and they tend to create these situations that in the end are not aligned with what we truly desire to experience in the world. And it's because we are not really aware of them. Hence meditation, and also okay. Hence meditation, holding space for what you're feeling, your thought processes, and just reflecting on what is going on inside you. Just become a mirror that mirrors what is within you and hold space for it. It kind of like put us in a position where we can put things into perspective, where we can actually see now, the connecting dots in our lives, and how our lives are being created. How are we creating our lives? So bravery, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. This is really true bravery, where we choose to be vulnerable consciously, not because of anything, but because we know being vulnerable, it is where we are given the platform for personal growth, for maturity, for us to become the best version of ourselves, becoming what we truly want to be, liberating ourselves from old ways and mindset and concepts and belief systems that are no longer of service to ourselves. They are not actually granting us our heart desires. They're not fulfilling our heart. They are not making us happy and content to live in this world. So bravery comes with a lot of vulnerability, a lot of compassion for sense of self, and other energies that are around us, because those energy around us, we come in the end to understand that they actually are working for the highest good of all. We are somehow all working together. We are one. They are actually reflecting, and they're helping us to grow and become this best version that we want, whatever that goals we want. So being in a place of being a victim kind of like does actually hold us back from fully expressing, from fully experiencing life in the fullest potential that life could ever be, and really feel how it's like to be alive and be in the present moment, and be synchronized and one with life as it is. Feel how it's like to be a blessing and honor to be a living being in a human form. Really experience it with yourself. It comes with bravery and letting go of your ways. And again, of course, it's a process, but we would like to emphasize that it does goes into that state of being vulnerable and open and receptive to life, and just choosing to go with life processes, knowing that maturity and growth comes with living here within this present moment as it is here now.